come out.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my first ever story time video for you. I've never done any videos like this, but we had a weekend about a week and a half ago that definitely warranted a story time video. So that's what I'm doing for you guys today. If you enjoy these type of videos, please let me know. Crazy stuff happens to me all the time, so if you want to see more of these story time videos, let me know. But seriously, I'm like one of those people, if something bizarre or crazy or just like completely off is going to happen, like it happens to me. For example, one time my mom and I went to Burger King. They were out of French fries at Burger King. A couple months ago, Clay and I hunted down a local food truck that serves acai bowls because I had never had one before. So we drove literally all the way across town, got there, and we walk up and I'm like, hey, can I have an acai bowl? And they're like, we're out of acai. Favorite coffee shop, The Well in Nashville. It's absolutely amazing, besides this story that I'm about to tell you. We go and Clay orders a caramel latte and they're like, oh, we don't have caramel anymore. Like, not that they're just out of it, they do not carry it anymore. I'm like, caramel? How are you out of caramel? Like, isn't that the most popular flavor? Like, you got rid of caramel? Clay's like, we'll take white chocolate. And I'm like, can I have whipped cream on that? Because their whipped cream is the bomb. It's so good. And they're like, oh, we're out of whipped cream. So all that to say, I run into little instances all the time that are like, what just happened? But the story that I'm about to tell you definitely tops all of those. So this was about a week and a half ago, and I'm gonna get Clay to tell it with me because he was there, and it's something special. It is something special, I'm telling ya. Okay, so a few months ago, we got into the trunk of one of our cars and we noticed some mouse droppings in the car, and we were like, what in the world? Absolutely disgusting. Of course, it's the car that I drive, not the car that Clay drives. We do live out in the country, but it's not super far out. We're literally like 5 minutes from 3 major like busy roads, but evidently this can happen when you live in the country, but we didn't know that. So we do live in a wooded area, so just disclaimer, we're not dirty people, we're very clean, we just live in the woods. So a week and a half ago, we got up on a Saturday morning and we wanted to go get donuts early. We drove like out of our driveway and we were still in our neighborhood, and all of a sudden we heard like this like scratching sound, and it went like from the very back of the car where we first heard it to like over our heads and down, like it sounded like it was right like by my feet. And so we were like, what the heck? So we turned around as fast as we could. So we popped the trunk, and lo and behold, we're like moving stuff around. We did have some stuff in there. It wasn't like super messy, but I did have like a freaking furry piece of fabric that I shouldn't have left in the trunk. But I didn't know this was gonna freaking happen. I didn't know. We never lived like in the woods before, so I didn't know. But in the little furry blanket are little tiny baby mice. Mice, people, mice. In the car that I drive all the time. They're like this big, they didn't even have their eyes open, they had no hair, like literally just born mice. So we're like freaking out. At this time, like I'm absolutely disgusted, like grossed out, because I've been driving mice around for who knows how long. A few hours later that afternoon, we were like, okay, we're gonna take it and sweep it out, because we had gotten everything out of there. We go to the car wash, and we go through the car wash, and we come out, and Clay is literally like sweeping everywhere, like swept every inch of the car, every inch of the trunk, like the seats, the floorboards, like everything, because I'm like, that's freaking disgusting. I don't want mouse germs, like even in the trunk. That's nasty. I had noticed that the car wash hadn't gotten everything off because it's been like hot and then cold and then hot and then cold, and so everything was sticking. So the guy was like, yeah, you guys can take it back through. This was after Clay had literally swept. How long do you think you swept the car?
Good 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, at least 10, I would say. Like, it was crazy. Like, literally every inch. We were moving stuff. Like, our trunk at this point is completely bare. So we go into the car wash for the second time, after we had swept out every inch of our car. And what happens? So Clay's driving.
Yeah, out of my right eye, see something scurry.
All I know is he's like, he turns like this, and I'm sitting in the passenger seat. He goes,
there it
"There's
is.
that freaking mouse." And immediately I'm like,
up in the
what?
seat.
What? Like freaking out. So the rest of the car wash, I'm like this.
Yeah. Where to go? Under your seat?
Where'd you see it? You saw it come out of the back seat, right? Like, you know where the seat belts go into the seat. It came out of that hole, right?
Yes.
Down onto the floorboard.
Underneath.
Yeah, so then next thing I know, where do you think it goes? It goes right under my seat, up by my feet. So I'm like freaking out, and we're in the freaking car wash. Like, we can't do anything. We can't go anywhere.
Trapped.
We can't roll down the windows. We can't open the doors. We can't just stop the car, pull over, and like jump out. We're in the freaking car wash, in the middle of the car wash, like the worst place that this could possibly happen.
Yeah.
So then it goes behind the dash, over to Clay's feet, and he's like this. After we get out of the car wash, which was literally probably the longest 2 minutes of our lives, as we're watching this mouse, trying to keep an eye on it, trying to see where it goes so that it's not crawling up us. Disgusting. We could not do anything but just sit there and freak out the whole time. We get out of the car wash and pull back over to the sweepers, and we're like, okay, maybe we can scare it out with the wand of the sweeper. So Clay is literally going around sweeping every part again, because we had just swept out the whole car. So where was this mouse the whole time? We have no idea. Clay's sweeping it all out. I'm opening all the doors, trying to make sure that it can hop out if he gets it scared enough. We sweep out the whole front seats and back seats, and then Clay goes and sweeps the trunk, and he sees the mouse go from the trunk through the seat again into the front part of the car. So then we're both up there trying to scare it out with the broom thing, and it just kept disappearing, of course, because this mouse, they can get through anything. Did you see it go down by the...
It dove back under the seats. Couldn't find it in the trunk, so lifted the compartment towards the spare tire, and there it is, sitting on top of the spare tire. Dove underneath the spare tire, and so we had a game plan where she was going to lift the tire, or was I going to lift the tire?
Trunk. So our trunk is flat, carpet, and then you lift it up to get to the spare tire, and that's where it was, under the spare tire. So at first it's on the spare tire, then Clay has his sweeper, and it scares it under the spare tire. So at first Clay's holding the sweeper and holding the floor of the trunk up, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna lift. Okay, you lift. Yeah, you're like,
okay.
That's what you said. So he's like, okay, you lift the spare tire, and I'll try to section it out. Because I was like, okay, maybe we can get the sweeper on it, and it's strong enough, because those are super strong, that we can just stick it to it and toss it out. So of course he's like, okay, you reach in there and pick up the spare tire. And I'm like, no. I'm like...
But as I'm holding the floor and the tire and the wand...
No.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, I will hold the trunk, which is the farthest thing from the mouse. And I was like, and then you can use your other hand to prop up that tire and stick that sweeper in there. What, did we do a count of 3? This was a Saturday, so this car wash was packed. We were not alone. But we were definitely I'm sure, causing a scene, because I was not quiet about the fact get it out, get it out, get it out.
No.
So we're counting down, and I'm holding it up, and Clay's getting ready to grab the tire and then stick the vacuum that he has with the other hand and try to suction it up. So we're okay, on the count of 3. So I'm holding it, but still standing as far away as possible. On the count of 3, Clay lifts up the tire and sticks the vacuum right on the mouse.
Flung that sucker!
Sticks it on the mouse and flings it clear across the parking lot. It was so funny. I wish we had it on video. It was so funny. And so then we're oh my gosh, we're celebrating, but also did someone just see that? If anybody saw that, they were probably what is going on? Literally stuck the sweeper to the mouse, suctioned it up, and just tossed it out.
See you, mouse.
That was our Saturday. We now have put mouse traps outside the car, inside the trunk, and no signs of a mouse. So I think we got rid of them. That was our crazy Saturday. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Weird stuff happens to me all the time, don't you think? What are you doing? But don't you think weird stuff happens to me?
All the time.
The most random, off the wall.
You're a weird magnet.
Seriously, maybe weird attracts weird.
You're a weird magnet.
Maybe that's what it is. So it's funny now looking back on it, but going through a car wash with a mouse in your car and not being able to do anything about it was definitely not funny at the time. But it's pretty funny now, looking back. But I'm glad that we don't have any more. And I'll definitely make sure that we don't have any more because I don't want this to happen again. If you guys liked this video, let me know if you want to see some more of these story time type of videos. And I'll be sure to make a list of all the crazy stuff that happens to me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember that you are beautiful, you're a blessing, and I am so thankful for you. Bye! When we had seen like turds in the car.
Turds.
So we can, are you just gonna sit there cheesing? A week and a half ago, we got up on, what? What?
You just gonna sit there cheesing? Oh, I should have given the
Did you
famous.
wave? No. I love you.
Love you.
Anything else you want to say, Mouse Man?